Antarctica, the world's most isolated continent, shrouded in ice, mystery, and countless secrets. What lies hidden beneath these frozen wastelands? Could it be ancient lost civilizations, clandestine military bases, or perhaps something even more extraordinary? In 1946, just after World War II, the United States launched one of its largest expeditions to this mysterious land, Operation Highjump. Officially, it was a mission led by the legendary Admiral Richard Byrd to establish the Antarctic research base known as Little America 4. But what if the official story isn't the whole truth? Conspiracy theories have swirled around Operation Highjump for decades, suggesting darker and far more mysterious motives behind this ambitious mission. Were they seeking something hidden beneath the ice? Were they confronting remnants of Nazi Germany, or even encountering advanced, unknown technologies? Today, we'll uncover the chilling secrets, controversial theories, and enduring mysteries of Operation Highjump. The truth may be far stranger and colder than anyone ever imagined. The year was 1945. World War II had finally come to an end, but peace was fragile. Nations were shifting into new alliances and rivalries. Tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union escalated rapidly, marking the beginning of the Cold War. Richard E. Byrd was no stranger to Antarctica. A naval officer and pioneering aviator, Byrd had already led several groundbreaking expeditions to the polar regions. He was famed for being the first man to fly over the South Pole in 1929, earning him international acclaim and the Medal of Honor. By the mid-1940s, Byrd's extensive polar experience and military background positioned him perfectly to lead one of the most ambitious missions yet, Operation Highjump. Officially, Operation Highjump aimed to train military personnel in extreme cold weather conditions, test advanced equipment, and establish sovereignty claims for the United States. The stated goal: to explore, map, and consolidate American presence in Antarctica, creating the base known as Little America 4. The entire operation involved a massive fleet, 13 ships, over 4,700 personnel, and aircraft, including helicopters and flying boats. Their key activities included meticulously mapping the Antarctic terrain, collecting extensive scientific data, and constructing critical research bases. It would seem odd to a common individual why such a large fleet would be needed for a simple exploration. But later on, it may make sense as to why they left with this. Despite meticulous planning, Operation Highjump abruptly ended after just 4 months, far shorter than the intended 6 to 8 month timeline. The sudden and unexplained termination of the mission sparked widespread speculation, laying fertile ground for conspiracy theories about what truly happened on the ice-covered continent. Among all the stories told, one of the most persistent narratives suggests that the mission's true objective was to locate and eliminate a clandestine Nazi stronghold in Antarctica, referred to as Base 211 or New Swabia, basically asserting that Nazi Germany established a secret base in Antarctica during World War II, which continued to operate after the war's conclusion. This story originates from the German Antarctic expedition of 1938 to 1939. Led by Captain Alfred Richer, the expedition aimed to scout potential whaling areas and assert Germany's presence in Antarctica. The team surveyed approximately 600,000 square kilometers, naming the region New Swabia, or Neuschwabenland, after their vessel, the MS Schwabenland. After the war, rumors circulated that high-ranking Nazi officials and scientists had fled to Antarctica to continue their activities in secrecy, and the alleged Base 211 was said to be a self-sufficient underground facility sustained by geothermal energy from hot springs. Some even suggest that this base was involved in advanced technology development, including UFOs. Eyewitness accounts from crew members described strange lights in the sky, unusual flying crafts maneuvering at impossible speeds, and sudden unexplained mechanical failures in their own equipment. Many believe these mysterious events point directly to an alien presence hidden deep within Antarctica. Perhaps most astonishingly, Admiral Byrd himself reportedly discovered an entrance to a hidden world beneath Earth's surface, a realm known as the Hollow Earth. According to alleged secret diaries and suppressed interviews, Byrd encountered advanced civilizations living within this subterranean paradise. These inhabitants reportedly possess technology far beyond humanity's understanding. This remarkable account is detailed in Byrd's private diary that was supposedly suppressed by military authorities, only to surface decades later, fueling widespread fascination and debate. According to the diary entries, on February the 19th, 1947, Byrd's aircraft navigation system suddenly began malfunctioning during an Antarctic flight. Instruments spun wildly, compasses failed, and controls became unresponsive. Byrd noted that the environment outside had dramatically changed. Mountain ranges he had never seen before. Lush green valleys in a continent supposed to be covered entirely by ice. Byrd documented his astonishment at seeing animals resembling prehistoric creatures, thriving beneath the surface. His diary then describes being escorted by advanced disc-shaped craft, bearing strange insignia, guiding him safely to a city shimmering with technology far beyond human capabilities. Inside this subterranean world, Byrd met beings he described as tall, wise, and peaceful, inhabitants of an ancient civilization dwelling beneath the Earth's crust. They allegedly conveyed deep concerns regarding humanity's recent development of nuclear weapons, warning Byrd that mankind was on a dangerous path towards self-destruction. These inhabitants referred to their world as Agartha, claiming their civilization had existed in peace for thousands of years, carefully observing and occasionally interacting with humanity from a distance. The diary indicates that Byrd was given a solemn message to relay to world leaders upon his return, a warning about humanity's destructive trajectory.
But what does this have to do with me, sir? The Master's eyes seemed to penetrate deeply into my mind, and after studying me for a few moments, he replied, "Your race has now reached the point of no return, for there are those among you who would destroy your very world, rather than relinquish their power as they know it." I nodded, and the Master continued, "In 1945 and afterward, we tried to contact your race, but our efforts were met with hostility. Our Flugerods were fired upon, yes, even pursued with malice and animosity by your fighter planes. We see at a great distance a new world stirring from the ruins of your race, seeking its lost and legendary treasures. And they will be here, my son, safe in our keeping. When that time arrives, we shall come forward again to help revive your culture and your race. Perhaps by then, you will have learned the futility of war and its strife, and after that time, certain of your culture and science will be returned for your race to begin anew. You, my son, are to return to the surface world with this message."
The sudden termination of Operation Highjump, accompanied by classified reports and strange testimonies from crew members, strongly suggests a dramatic encounter, possibly involving highly advanced Nazi weaponry or even extraterrestrial intervention. But upon returning to the surface and attempting to share his experience, Byrd was allegedly silenced. Military authorities reportedly classified his accounts, suppressing all evidence of the Hollow Earth and labeling his experiences as classified national security secrets. The official mission logs, some say, were altered, removing any mention of Byrd's astonishing discoveries. Advocates argue that the diary's details, matched by cryptic statements Byrd himself made later in life, offer irrefutable evidence of a hidden world beneath our feet, one deliberately concealed by powerful interests determined to control humanity's understanding of our planet, and of the several sailors and pilots who saw the unexplained aerial phenomena. Most of them faced intimidation or were ordered to remain silent about their experiences upon their return. Admiral Byrd himself gave an enigmatic interview to the Chilean press, hinting at the existence of a significant threat located near the poles. Many believe Byrd's cryptic statements were subtle attempts to disclose the truth without violating strict military secrecy. Many continue to believe that the secrecy surrounding Operation Highjump points undeniably toward a hidden truth, one that governments have worked tirelessly to conceal. What do you think? Could Base 211 be the missing piece to a puzzle that governments still deny? The evidence seems to speak for itself. Now that is it for today's story, but I have a follow-up video next, which goes over more connections related to this operation, and possible other connections, such as the missing 411 enigma. Stay tuned, the next episode is going to be wild. I'll see you then.